Sit. Go. Welcome back to my channel. It's so great to see ya. So for those who have subscribed and actually watched my videos and followed me through my journey, you would remember that my very first video was about picking up my little Frankie. I don't think he likes this. Frankie, just look, just behave for a few seconds. Look at the camera. Please, just look over there. Right there. Yeah? Maybe I need a toy. Over here, look. Okay, it looks like he's looking at the camera, right? But you can see the toy. Dang. So I've had Frankie for a little over 2 months now, so I feel like I know him pretty well. I just wanted to give you guys some updates on little Frank. Oh my gosh, I call him so many different things. I call him Frankie. My friends call him Frankfurt. His full name is Franklin. I personally call him Frankie Doodle, like Yankee Doodle. And for whatever reason, my boyfriend calls him Admiral Barkers. But anyways, I want to share some really cool facts. I'm sorry, Ava. Oh my God, my dog is like eating over there. her collar is Ava. But anyways, I wanted to share some really cool facts about Frankie and what I've learned about him so far since having him. Okay, so the first thing I immediately learned about Frankie is that he is so smart. And I'm not just saying that because he's my dog. The very first week that I got him, I took him to Petco to just pick up some puppy stuff, and I met a trainer there, and she invited us to come to a training session. So we went, and that very first session, he learned how to sit. And I'm like, wow, this lady just taught him how to sit in like 3 minutes. I'm gonna keep going. And I was a little nervous about taking him to training his very first few, it was probably like the 3rd or 4th day I had him. I just thought maybe he wouldn't be adjusted enough and he won't really pay attention in class, but he did really, really, really well. In his training sessions, my most favorite tricks are sit, of course, down. He learned how to shake. It's just the cutest thing. And I know this may not mean a lot to people, but the very first skill he learned was how to make eye contact. Since he's such a little dog, it's so important for him to be able to look up instead of me having to bend down to get his attention. It's just the cutest little thing. I also figured out he was pretty smart because he actually learned how to break out of his playpen many, many times. He learned how to unzip his playpen. He learned how to rip a hole in it and climb through that hole when no one's looking or when we're looking. It got to the point where I had to turn the playpen, the side of the playpen that had a door facing a wall, pushing that up against a wall and putting chairs on the opposite side as weight so he couldn't get out. And I had to buy a puppy cam just to make sure that I can see him escape just in case I'm not home or something. So I had to buy him a new playpen, which is so much better, guys. If you're getting a new puppy, I don't recommend it's called a mesh playpen, a portable playpen. I recommend something that's really sturdy because dogs are smart. They're gonna figure out how to get out. They have teeth, they have claws, they're gonna chew their way through. Oh, you look like an angel. So yeah, I'll link below the first playpen I had that I don't recommend and the one that I do that I love so much, and the puppy cam that I got for Frankie. Okay, another thing I learned about Frankie is that he has some really, really weird habits. Sometimes he only chews his bones if I'm holding them in my hand. He also really likes water bottles as toys. He loves, I don't know if it's the sound that they make, but he really, really likes that. He also, when I'm not holding his bones, he dramatically chews them. He can't just sit still. He has to move his neck and his head. It's just so weird. He does this funny wiggly thing on the ground when my older dog Ava doesn't give him one of her toys, and or when maybe she barks at him, he wiggles on the ground to say I'm sorry, or look, I'm so cute, please forgive me. And one thing that's kind of weird but also sometimes annoying is we'll be out on a walk and he'll just randomly stop walking and sit there. And at first I was like, oh, maybe he's too tired. But no, it'll be like a minute into the walk and he'll just sit there and not want to move at all. So I have to pick him up for a little bit, and that's annoying. Having to hold one dog and have another dog on a leash is just really stupid. Okay, next, let's talk about some of the cutest things about Frankie. You're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute. We have to mention his little teeth. Oh my God, they're so small and he just thinks they're so big, but they're not. And I'm so excited for when they fall out so I can keep them and show them to him when he's like 10 years old. Like, these used to be your little teeth. I don't think he would care about that. He'd probably try to eat them. Sometimes he sticks out his little tongue. It's so small and so cute. I really, really love seeing him take naps and just, oh, it's so cute. And sometimes he dreams and he'll like bark a little in his sleep. It's so adorable, especially when he's like sleeping next to Ava. Oh, they're so sweet. And I know this may be kind of bad, but I think it is so funny when he throws a little tantrum. I usually just ignore him and it doesn't last too long, but whenever he doesn't get his way or whatever, he just throws a little tantrum. Oh, and speaking of barking, I heard him make this really weird yet cute bark that I've never heard before. It was more like a chirp. I don't know what it was, but it was so weird. It's just so amazing to watch him grow up. For the longest, I was like, is he growing or is his fur getting longer? And like you can tell now he's getting a lot more silvery. Like, oh my God, he's eating my ear. Like on his head and not really on his back just yet, but his little feet. So I think maybe by the end of the year, he'll be more silver on his head. But just thinking back to how tiny he was when I first got him, oh my gosh, it's so crazy that he's like growing up. But I guess I knew that he was growing because certain things that he wasn't able to do when I first brought him home, he can do now because he's bigger. Like, for instance, walking down the stairs. He used to be so scared of stairs and I used to have to carry him down the stairs. But now he's a pro. He loves going down and upstairs. But he's still very much a puppy. He has so much to learn. For instance, potty training and biting. Those I would say are my two biggest struggles with him. I know he'll probably grow out of the biting, but the potty training is really, really difficult. And I think it's because I live in a apartment on a high floor, so I don't have the ability to just like step out into my backyard. It takes about 5 minutes to get outside, so I can't take him out every hour. So I have him, I have his potty situation set up in his playpen, and he uses his pad, I would say 80% of the time, and then for whatever reason, sometimes he'll pee right outside of his playpen. And I'm just thinking, could you not make it, or did you not want to make it? But whatever it is, it's really annoying and I don't understand it. And it's also interesting to see like how different he is than my older dog Ava. Like, he's more independent. He's definitely friendlier to other people and other dogs. He has different ears. His ears stand up and Ava's ears are floppy and they lay down. He has different hair right now. Like, I would say like his hair texture is different, but it may just be because he's a puppy. He hates water. Like, he likes drinking water, but he doesn't like for water to touch him, especially like, well, baths. I guess that's the only, I mean, he doesn't care about the rain, but he hates baths, and Ava doesn't mind baths. She sees it as like a spa day. And one thing I'm a little sad about, but I guess it's okay because I already have one cuddly dog, but he doesn't care to cuddle. Like, I've never cuddled with him. He just doesn't do that. Like, Ava will sit on my lap. Ava will make sure she's as close to me as possible, but Frankie doesn't do any of that. Like, or maybe because I always have him in the playpen when it's time for him to go to bed, but he just does not care to cuddle. It's so weird. But regardless, I just feel so grateful and lucky to have him He is so much work, but he's totally worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now watch this super cute montage of Frankie.